suppose I am considering a function x square. What is x square? It is a parabola upwards. This is actually, if you say y equal to x square, or you will write x square equal to y. So in general form, you note x square equal to 4ay is a parabola in the upward direction. So this is your graph for y equal to x square. Okay. Now, in order to say or explain this increasing and decreasing, what I am saying is, this is your negative part of x dash, and this is your positive axis x. Okay. So when I go from the left side to right side, just see, when I go from the left side to, I am just starting from this point in the positive x direction. When I am going from the left to right, that is when your x is greater than 0. That means this part. Okay, so I am selecting 2 points. Suppose this is 1 and this is 2. And let this 1 be your x1 and 2 be x2. So I can just say that x1 is not equal to x2, right? And x1 is less than x2 also. So with the condition that x1 is less than x2, if I am going for the function value, this is your f of x1, this point. You are just taking like this. So this is your f of x1 and this point is your f of x2. So what about the value? The value of f of x1 is less than the value of at the point this one, right? So you can say that when x1 is less than x2, I am getting that f of x1 is also less than f of x2. In which part? When I am passing from this point to this point, I have taken 2 points x1 and x2 so that x1 is less than x2. Then if I am getting f of x1 is also less than, the function value is also changing as your x value is changing. That is, if this is less than this, the corresponding function value is also less than the other at the point. Okay, so the relation is like same. At that time, we will say that the function is increasing for those values just greater than 0. So any value you take like this, if your x1 is less than x2, for any point you will get the connection also like this. That is, your f of x1 will also be less than f of x2. So you can say that the function is an increasing function when your x is greater than 0. Okay. For same function, I am just taking x is less than 0. That means this part. Here you can just see when for the right hand side, I am just going like this to draw the figure, right? So it is going upwards, means it is increasing. Like that also you can see, it is just going like this. So as your x is increasing, your function is also increasing its value. Okay, so that side is known as the function is increasing. Like now when we go to the left hand side, the function value is less than 0 here. But as we go from left to right, x is increasing, like, okay. So I'm just taking, we are going from left to right again. And moving from left to right, when I am taking x1 is less than x2, again x1 is less than x2. Suppose this is your x1 and this is your x2, means this one will be less than this. Okay, so x1 less than x2 I have taken. But correspondingly, when I take the function value, what about the function value? You can just see in the figure itself, the function value, that is your y value, is more at the point x1 than the point x2, right? The function value f of x1 is this one and f of x2 is this one. So f of x1 is greater than f of x2 in this case. That means the inequality, you just see, when x1 was less than x2, you are getting the function value f of x1 is greater than f of x2. At this point, when you get like this, the relation like this, you will say that the function is decreasing, is a decreasing function for your x is less than 0. In this part only the function is decreasing here. So when I draw the figure, you just see, I will just go downwards while drawing the figure. From the left side to right side, the function is going downwards. But here in this part, it was going upwards. So here it is decreasing function. And in this part, it was increasing function. So this is a basic definition of increasing and decreasing function. let I be an open interval in the domain. Okay, that means we are choosing, suppose I am taking from this part to this part, this is AB. So I am just taking I is equal to open interval AB. So the points x1, x2, all we will choose in between these 2 points. Okay, like that I have taken I. So I be an open interval in the domain of the real valued function. Every time we are just talking about the real valued function means we are talking about only real numbers, okay, not the complex numbers. Then we will say that f is increasing, f is an increasing function on I. We will define on I, but if from that I only we are taking 2 points x1 and x2. Okay, if x1 is less than x2 in the same I, will imply that f of x1 is also less than f of x2. It can be either less than or it can be equal to also. Okay, for increasing you have equal to also. That means if I have a graph like it is going like this, and then so you can just see it is increasing its value, but at this point if I am taking this is x1, this is x2, both have the function value same. So that case is also included in the increasing function. Okay, the definition of increasing function is including less than or equal to also. This is also true. If this is true, then you can say that if x1 less than x2 and you are getting f of x1 less than or equal to f of x2, then the function is increasing. Now f is said to be decreasing on I, decreasing function on I, if x1 less than x2, that is this case is not changing, x1 less than x2 in I, but the function is giving you in the opposite direction, that is it is greater than or equal to f of x2. F of x1 greater than or equal to f of x2, then you can say that for any value which you are taking in your I. Okay, if that x1 and x2 are related like this, any 2 points in this interval, but the function value correspondingly is giving you in the opposite direction, that is f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2, then you will say that the function is decreasing. Understood? The definition is clear? So I am just taking let x naught be any point in the domain, belongs to the domain of the function, or you can say that the domain of the real valued function. Okay, domain of f which is real valued. So x naught is the point we are taking. So what we need to check is if the function is increasing or decreasing at this point. Okay, then we will say that f is increasing at the point x naught if the same thing happens. Okay, if we are choosing suppose x1 less than x2, where x1 and x2 are belonging to, where it will be belonging to the neighborhood of x naught, that is x naught minus h and x naught plus h. Okay, this is known as the neighborhood of x naught. Small interval containing x naught. Okay, so you are taking 2 numbers x1 and x2 which belongs to the interval. Suppose it is I. At that time what you have to get is f of x1 is again less than or equal to f of x2. Then you will say that the function is increasing at x naught. Now if the function is decreasing, what should be the condition? Decreasing at x naught means again you are taking x1 is less than x2, where these two x1 and x2 belongs to suppose this is I can say belongs to I, then you should get f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2. So the condition is not changing, only we are taking that x naught, since this is a point, we are taking a neighborhood as the interval. So the example is given as show that the function given by f of x is equal to 7x minus 3 is strictly, now what is the difference between strictly increasing and increasing, I'll tell. If you have the function to be, see, I have drawn one figure like this. This was increasing function. Why? Because here you can include when x1 is less than x2, f of x1 can be less than or equal to f of x2 also. That equal to can also be included here. But if the function is like this, going like this, the only possibility is f of x1 is less than f of x2 when your x1 is less than x2. So this is actually strictly increasing. Okay, got the difference between increasing and strictly increasing? In this part, you can have equal to sign also. That means it can go like this. Then the function value is same for both the values x1 and x2, where x1 was less than x2. But for strictly increasing, you cannot have that equal to sign. It will be just increasing. Okay. Again, for decreasing also, you will have the same thing, which is the graph. Suppose this is going like this, descending in descending order. Then it is having a parallel line with the x-axis, then it is again going down. So in this case, you can just see that here again x1 is less than x2, but your function value is having the same value. F of x1 is equal to f of x2. So it is actually decreasing. That means here you can have f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2. Equal to can also come. But if the function is like going downwards like this only, here you cannot say that the function value is also having equal form. So that means function f of x1 is every time greater than f of x2 if your x1 is less than x2. For any point having this relation x1 less than x2, you will have the function value to be f of x1 greater than f of x2 only. So this is your strictly decreasing function. This is your strictly decreasing function. Okay. Now, if one more case is there, if the function is going like, no idea how it is going. Either you can draw like this, or it is like, sometimes it is increasing, sometimes it is decreasing. So you will say that the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. Neither increasing nor decreasing, unless and until you are provided with a point and you have to check. At that point you can just say, see, I can just take one point here. At this point I can say that it is like going upward, so it is increasing at this point. At this point, if I check, it is going like this downwards for your x1 and x2 less than, that is x1 less than x2. Your function value is giving you the opposite thing. That means it is decreasing. At this point, the function is also having the same as your x1 and x2. That means x1 greater less than x2 means f of x1 is also less than f of x2. So at that point, here it is increasing, here it is decreasing. So somewhere it is increasing, somewhere it is decreasing. So you will say that it is neither increasing nor decreasing. Question is show that f of x equal to 7x minus 3 is strictly increasing on R. That is in the real number system. So applying the formula which we have studied right now, what we will take is, let x1 and x2 be two numbers belonging to R, because you have to check it on R, such that we need to check, take, that is x1 is less than x2. How I am taking like this, I mean, what is the relation connecting x1 and x2? Like that only I have to show in this one. Okay. So x1 is less than x2 I have taken. Now what I will do is, I'll start with x1 less than x2. And I will reach this function in the sense, both sides, both the inequalities, we are doing the same process in order to get this type of function. Okay. We have to actually reach f of x1 and f of x2 relation. So first we are multiplying with 7 so that the inequality will not disturb it. The value is okay. You are just multiplying with a positive value so that the inequality is okay. 7x1 is less than 7x2. Now what we are doing is, we are subtracting a quantity from both the sides. So what will happen? Again, 7x1, same quantity you are doing. Okay, minus 3 is less than 7x2 minus 3. What will be this? If you are replacing x with x1, the function will become f of x1. So this is your f of x1 and the other thing is your f of x2. So from where you have started from x1 is less than x2 and you reach f of x1 is less than f of x2. So you can just say that the function is strictly increasing on R. Understood how to proceed in that manner? You have to just reach the function if you are doing using this definition, okay, not using the derivative. That I will tell you later. So this is the method to check the function whether it is increasing or decreasing. If we have got the other way, if you have a negative sign to be multiplied, then the inequality will get reversed. At that time it will give you the decreasing thing, okay.